Hi guys, Wendy here with Artfully Created. I'm going to make this card and I'm using 3 of the 4 new in colors: Sweet Sugar Plum, Flirty Flamingo, Emerald Envy, and then last year's Delightful Dijon in color. We're using the black archival, we're using the decorative label, and then the bonus stamp set that was in the April 2016 paper pumpkin. We're going to use the flower, the leaf, and the sentiment here. And we're doing that with the Emerald Envy background or cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm got to get some more room here. And then a layering basic black 5 3/4 times 4 1/8, and then the very vanilla 5 1/4 times 4, and then some scrap very vanilla. And this one, we are just going to make our own background stamp. So we're taking the biggest flower, can we just get all this? And we're stamping that in Flirty Flamingo. And get your cushiony pad. And then get a piece of paper to cover it so you don't get ink on your squish pad, or whatever this is called, or that foam thing. I can't think. And you're just going to randomly stamp it on and off, and I'm using the full strength of the ink. And then when you think you have enough, then we're going to do the Sweet Sugar Plum in the smaller of the flowers. And I don't know if there's a way to line this up. I just was trying to get the flower in the center. And when you first stamp the Sweet Sugar Plum, it looks darker than what it actually turns out to be, because once the ink dried, it lightened up a bit. But you can use whatever ink colors you have. I just liked these 2 colors. And then the center of the flowers, we're using the Delightful Dijon with that little dotted kind of flower bud thing. And even though it's bigger than the actual center, I'm just putting, there's 4 little dots and then there's 3 on the side. I'm focusing the 4 little dots in the center, and so these other 3 will hang over the edge a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And you can barely even notice that it is doing that because of the darkness of the center. And then I also stamped this a couple times in the background just to add some a little more color. And then get the leaf. Now the leaf, I did, some of them I did 3 times, and I did full, and then second stamping and 3rd generation. You can do whatever appeals to you. Move some off the edge there. And I'm arranging the leaves just to fill in some of the space. Then we are going to, just going to put that on the side, and then the sentiment, let me just clean this off a bit. Doing the sentiment in the basic black. And the way that I lined it up, I lined the words up to the left side of the label, because I wanted to put that flower, and then the center of the sentiment is where I'm lining up that center of the punch. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we are using the same colors again, and we're hanging that flower off the side of the label. And then let me just do the leaf real quick. So I had the leaf, just a little green hanging off. And then the little center of the flower. And then let that dry for a little bit. And then with the black label, I just cut that in half. And then this little point at the bottom will hang off, or you'll see it a little bit, and you can trim that. I trimmed it on the first one. So I just want to line it up, and so that little point tends to show out, and I just cut that off on both sides. If you like that little point sticking out, you can leave it. And then I'm just eyeballing where I need to put the glue so the glue doesn't show. I wish this decorative punch came in different sizes because I find I use this a lot. And then I'm also using dimensionals to pop that up. Oops. And then I think the first one I had to trim this a little bit, but this one seems to be fine, so I'm just gonna glue that to the black. And I love that 1/8 of an inch border that you get for doing that. And then we're gonna glue that down. Get this ink away. And then we're also using some of this gold cording that was in the holiday catalog and it has since retired. So use whatever you have. And then before you stick this off, put the cording in that so that the cording is sticking to something. Then I just wrapped it around my fingers 3 or 4 times. And I want it kind of sloppy. And this is on the bottoms, and I didn't want it on the bottom, so I'm going to just put that, rearrange that. There we go. And then you can just kind of place it where you want it. I really wanted it on this right bottom corner. And then there you go. Hopefully this is the right way. Just in case that might be upside down. It's upside down for me. So this is the right way. I don't know. I keep forgetting which way I need to place the card. So if you had been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you got this as a free stamp set in the April 2016 kit. I love it and hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.